Universal Father, Universal Mother, Maitreya and Bryce. They are all here. Michael, would you give us the time and the date?
Yes, the time is 3:03 p.m. Los Angeles time, since we're here in beautiful Mission Viejo, California, USA. The date is January 13th, 2018. We are here in the upstairs great room with 4 very, very special guests today whom we welcome. We have to our far left is the Universal Father in the green chair. We have next to him, to his left, right in front of us, in the King Tut throne chair, the Universal Mother. In the third chair over, to her left, in our dining room chair, is Lord Maitreya. To his left and to our very far right, in the desk chair, the leather-covered desk chair, is Bryce, who is Maitreya's associate in this magisterial mission. He is executive director, so to speak. We welcome you all here to our beautiful home. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Must be high 70s, low 80s here in the middle of January. It's a beautiful, beautiful Southern California, a very peaceful place, a very peaceful and harmonious home. So we welcome you. Mi casa es su casa.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
They are all here. They are all waiting for us. And we were waiting for them. So I guess we're all together. I want to thank the Universal Father for coming today. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank the Universal Mother. We're honored to have her. We don't have her as often. Honored to have the Universal Mother. We have Maitreya. This is his 14th message. 14th message for the world. Thank you, Maitreya, for joining us today. I know you are probably joining many in trying to complete your mission. But we thank you for being here, sharing your presence with us today. And of course we have Bryce, who is your senior Archangel. Thank you. Is Dora here today? She's not up here, but is she in the temple? No. No, she's not. Well, we've been through quite a holiday time. I hope most of the people in the world have had a good holiday. And we're a little late, but tomorrow we're going to go celebrate New Year's. Have our New Year's lunch. We've just been so busy. But we'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a special day, especially for the children.
Alex is very excited.
Yes.
He has been going through the menu that we received in the mail.
Yes, over and over.
Over and over. It's a Chinese restaurant, a new Chinese restaurant that is focused on really good ingredients, good healthy ingredients, using good oils, using nice fresh vegetables, trying to keep the MSG out. They even have gluten-free choices, lots of vegetarian choices. It's a perfect place for me. Again, thank you all for being here so much.
Oh, yes. I am so glad it's a beautiful day. I'm so glad. Thank you. The 14th message, I can't believe it. We have been joining Maitreya 14 meetings. Oh my goodness. and all of you have been helping and supporting him. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. We don't have Ceres here today, but she also has been joining Maitreya at times, and we do hope that she will join us soon. I was helping Alex with his homework, and we found that she happens to be on the dome of Missouri's capital.
Mm-hmm. Missouri's state capital.
Yes.
Yeah.
To bring a good harvest for Missouri every year. I thought how wonderful that they would put her on that. That's really wonderful. And I know Hercules had written us a note about Lady Liberty. And I'm going to write him back. Elizabeth Clare Prophet used to talk about Lady Liberty quite a bit. Mm-hmm. How important she was. You are here. We are always anxious to hear your message. Is your message for a certain country? No. Is your message for everyone? Yes, it is. Your message is for the living. For everyone, young and old. Your message has to do with joy.
Is this everyone's message or just
Everyone.
Maitreya's?
It's from Maitreya specifically, but all four here are sending joy. We here in the Western world and many other places celebrate the New Year at this time. And they are bringing us New Year's messages of joy. They are saying that we want to express our joy more to each other. Michael and I want to do that. We've been trying to express our joy to others. And that's what we want to do. And they're going to be giving us more joy so we can do that. They want us to cast aside all doubt and gloom in our personal life. And for Michael and I to spread more of their joy to others. I know we received a letter from one of our Urantia readers who is quite involved in a new project. One of the projects that we call spiritual centers.
It's a spiritual retreat center.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Or is in the first phase of development of being a spiritual retreat center.
Yes, yes. And this is an excellent idea to start bringing about again. I know it had been brought up before, but at this time of year, the new year, to bring it up again for people to start becoming aware that we need spiritual centers all over the world. Maitreya wants people to start thinking about spiritual centers. Actually, Michael and I were talking about it last night. We were just talking about it, weren't we? That each person, each home, could actually have a small spiritual center in their home. It might not be an exact study group type of thing as been done in the Urantia Society, but we are to think more of a small spiritual center.
Each home being a personal spiritual center,
Yes.
but also if it expands, it could be a community spiritual center. Also, where
Yes,
people
it could
come,
be where people could feel they have a home.
where God's
to go
presence
to.
could be felt.
Exactly.
New ideas
exactly.
can be born.
Yes, and Maitreya wants us to spread some of this joy that they're trying to give us to others more, in the hopes that they will develop these spiritual centers close to where they live, or actually where they live. And of course, we are being told to actually make a spiritual center that is a YouTube center. And we're beginning that right away.
Yes. March will be our first video
Yes.
for that. And then in May, we have friends that will be helping us to create the first, well, actually the second video, but the first group-focused spiritual program to be put onto YouTube. The first one for March, as you know, Lord Maitreya, which we've talked about in series, has helped us with ideas, and the Infinite Mother Spirit, I believe, also helped us.
so.
In that the first video will be celebrating the first year anniversary of the beginning of the Magisterial Mission, of your Magisterial Mission, Lord Maitreya,
Yes.
which was March 20th, 2017. So our first video from our spiritual center to be put onto YouTube will be in celebration of that first year, and then the second one in May we'll have some friends help us to put out a really nice videotaped program, and we will continue
Oh, of
to
course.
do the
Oh, of course.
to do videos from our spiritual center to share with everyone on the internet throughout the world. That will be also for people to come and be part of the community and feel God's presence and such, if that is what it
Appropriate.
is to be, but definitely the YouTube spiritual center.
Yes, I think that our Urantia reader wants to make a real physical
Yeah.
community center and spiritual center with, a large community participating. But we are more suggesting with that the YouTube spiritual centers, so that many, many people may participate that aren't able to travel to, say, California.
Yeah, or developing a spiritual center on a different type of internet platform too, not just
Yes.
YouTube.
Right, oh, of course,
You know,
of course.
But I think what Diane is saying is that we are we're joyfully supporting his endeavor,
Yes.
because we know that he and his wife have worked very hard. They've done tremendous, work for God.
Oh, yes.
And of course you, Lord Maitreya, and others have encouraged us to build spiritual centers. So we see this as maybe something that is happening as an outgrowth of that. So we are joyfully supporting them.
These Urantia readers that have tried so hard to build community centers based on the Urantia book. I know Nick Curto has produced the most beautiful drawings and showing exhibits that he has done at different conferences. I know we were very honored and blessed to have been able to actually see one of his exhibits that he showed us, and Alex got to see it, and we enjoyed that so much. And those kind of spiritual centers need to be put all over the world, and they will. Maitreya is going to do it. And these people like Nick and our other friends they will be the forerunners to really finally get these spiritual centers made and begin and show people that they aren't exactly a religion. It's more of a spiritual center, community effort.
And also you mentioned with others that there would be a new type of sound or a new type of music that would be played in these spiritual centers that would uplift the physical health of people and uplift the spiritual health of people.
Yes.
And through these centers will come activities and programs that will give us or help us to develop new spiritual skills, like speaking with the celestials, receiving spiritual guidance from our celestial helpers, increasing our health so that we can meditate better and pray better and help build this new civilization that you want.
Yes, through joy. Through joy, they say they would like to communicate with us. Through joy. So they want us to put on our brightest smile. And if we do these YouTube sessions, to make sure that we are very joyful. They want to communicate joy to us. And they want us to send that joy on to others through the YouTube or whatever, in whatever way, whether the people come here to our home or through the internet and the spoken word, whatever it is.
So it sounds to me like the spiritual centers will be a place where people will be uplifted with joy also, not just the sound and the music, but with joy.
Well, the sound and the music will help to bring more joy. They will perhaps activate centers in our own bodies to a more joyful resonance. Sometimes I think of our body as a home, a house, and sometimes we have to climb the stairs and go a little higher to find the real joy that's at the very top. They're saying to open up the doors, open up the centers that are in our own bodies, and let them be filled with not only light, but joy and sound. And they're pretty much starting with sound. As time goes on, they'll concentrate more on light and color. But right now, they want to concentrate on sound. I know all week I've been hearing sound in my mind, of course. And it's music. They've been playing music for me all week. In my mind, beautiful music.
You mean like music you've heard before from artists? Or like
Not
some
exactly.
different type of music, like a celestial type of
More of a
music?
celestial music. It's music that reminds me of some others I've heard, but not particular songs that I've heard before. And I've been hearing this constantly. It's been all week long, and I think that here at the New Year, that it has a purpose of trying to make me feel more joyful. Sometimes it's very good to have quiet and peace, but there are times when we need music and sound to revitalize us. And I think this music that I've been hearing all week, that's been the purpose.
Yeah, I was just going over the 13th message of yours, Maitreya, putting it into the computer. The message said that the sound, this new sound, would activate the cells in our bodies.
Yes.
To bring more spiritual health,
Yes.
more physical health.
Yes, I feel that's what this music has been doing. It's been telling me, start moving, start thinking in a different way, try and bring more joy to others. What things can you do? And that's why when we received this email from our Urantia friend about reactivating this spiritual center that he's trying to develop, we immediately sent a note this morning, and I wrote in the note that we sent it to cheer him, to cheer him. You know, we all need a lot of confidence, and that confidence comes from the Lord. And when I say the Lord, I mean all of you, of course. We have the Universal Father here, we have the Universal Mother, we have Maitreya, we have Bryce, all of you. I would ask you, in dealing with humans as we are, how much of your work is due to trying to bring joy? They're saying about 50%. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. Now, I'm just talking about humans like us, just ordinary people. 50% of their communication is to try and bring more joy to us, to give us confidence, to bring about an activation in ourselves of more joy, which actually makes the health improve and gets us going on all those projects that you want us to do. 50%. So are you saying that maybe we should give out 50% of our communication in joy? Yes. 50% of our communication to others should be also in joy, that this is the message that they are bringing to us. To emulate them, we must bring more joy to others. 50% of our communication should be joyful to others. Not just peaceful or quiet, but joyful. Actually, they're saying that's what's needed to really get this magisterial mission off to a very good start this year. We need to increase our joy. They have been giving me this music all week to try and help me feel more joyful. When I've been doing my mundane work, all of a sudden the music will come on and I'll feel more relaxed and more cheerful, and it makes the time go and it makes me enjoy whatever I'm doing. And that's something else. Maitreya is saying we must learn to enjoy the jobs that we do. So music could be more a part of that. I know a lot of people play music when they are working. So should we do that? Well, he's not saying particularly that, but we need to concentrate on thinking about more joy while we are working and doing our mundane chores.
I think the quality of music is important, though.
Yes.
Because that
might be why there's a hesitation there.
There are athletes that listen to a lot of hip-hop that may not be uplifting. I mean, it may get their physical body ready for battle, but, maybe a more refined type of music. And then also, there are people that do work outside. There are construction workers and other people that play a lot of rock and roll, to try and keep themselves going, like that. For the physical body, to keep that strength moving. Maybe those are enjoyable for them, or maybe not. Maybe they serve that physical purpose, but perhaps we could think of higher types of music, more refined types of music that will not only keep us going and keep us happy in a particular job we're doing, but also feed our soul and our spirit to help develop that in the process, perhaps.
Maitreya is saying that his message for today is he wants us to work on making 50% of our communication with others joyful. Doing it in a joyful way, expressing it to them in a more joyful way, and being an example of a person who is doing their chores joyfully. He wants us to have a spring in our walk, and He wants us to sing no matter whether we are a singer or not, to try and produce music within our own body. He doesn't want to add instruments right now. He wants us to think of vocalizing joy more. Just some happy little tune that maybe we learned as a child. If we are glum, we will become depressed. If we have a smile on our face, we will open those doors that go up higher. And those doors will bring, like a fresh gust of wind, more joy and happiness from the celestials. Maitreya wants us to take each chore that we have to do in our daily lives and try and bring more joy to that job, that endeavor, that parcel of work that we have to do. He says the celestials try to enjoy the work that they must do and the work they have. He wants us to emulate that. Be 50% more joyful in our communication. Try and be more joyful as we do our daily chores. You know, in the Urantia book it says, to be depressed is a crime. That's not exactly the words, but the meaning is there. It is a crime to be sad, to be depressed. God does give us the possibility of bringing joy into our lives and into others' lives. And with this new magisterial mission, it's going to take people being more joyful, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And you can actually become healthier doing your work if you do it joyfully. Now, I know this week the music has been more, people would say, or maybe a conservative, or maybe a little more religious sounding. And that's all right. But they also want us to sing in a joyful way, in a happy way. No matter how our voices sound, to us they must sound joyful. And that can be accomplished.
That reminds me of the song from Mary Poppins, Spoonful of Sugar.
Yes. Yes,
Remember that
brings
one?
a smile to one's face, doesn't it? Yes.
A robin feathering its nest has very little time to rest while gathering its bits of twine and twig.
I'm sure that every person in the world has a personal melody that they can express to themselves and to others. We all have that to share, and that sharing is called joy. We thank you, Universal Father. We thank you, Universal Mother. We thank you, Maitreya, for your 14th message of bringing 50% more joy to others. And to sing, encourage ourselves to look for the joy in everything we do. And Bryce, thank you so much for giving us support. And we want to thank you. We think that you've been instrumental in bringing these lovely songs to Michael, which you say you have. I thank you so much. Michael's just finished 2 new songs this last week.
2 new songs. One of them is a tribute dedicated to my beautiful wife and her experience with the local Universe Father in December of 2013, and the song is called Dancing with the Father.
Yes, thank you.
And then a song that I just finished not too long ago, finished the preparations for, is Divine Goddess Supreme. And that would be for you, Universal Mother.
Oh, for the Universal Mother.
Hmm?
Can you give us the time, Michael?
The time is 3:36 p.m. Pacific time.
They are gone. Thank you all, Maitreya, Bryce, Universal Mother and Universal Father. I think this message was very important to bring joy back into our lives after a long year. 2017, we're beginning now a new year. We need to revitalize our bodies and bring lots and lots of joy in so that we may tackle our tasks with vigor and happiness and share that with others.
I think the joy will bring more energy to be able to do more.
Absolutely, and more is needed. Maitreya is saying more is needed to be done. Therefore, we have to add the joy to it. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much for coming.
Hello, my name is Diane. This song, Dancing with the Father, is about my real-life encounter with our Father in heaven while I was fully awake and conscious. The Father came to me in my upstairs room one day in the afternoon on December 19th, 2013. I was just dusting my dresser when all of a sudden my right eye went dark. There was a zigzag in my forehead, and all of a sudden my left eye saw what I thought was the most beautiful angel. An angel with a smiling face, and I could count 24 pastel, opalescent white and gold rays around him. I talked to my angels during the day, and I asked him, "Are you the one I've been talking to all day?" He replied yes, and smiled again. His eyes were turquoise, and his hair was golden and curly. After our conversation, I was suddenly no longer in my room. I found myself in a ballroom. All of a sudden, music came out of nowhere, and the Father danced with me. The entire encounter changed my life. I hope this song helps you experience and imagine the wonderful time that I had with our Father in Heaven.
Universal Mother, personal and divine consort of the Universal Father, personalization of infinite deity. Together, Mother and Father, first person of Trinity, divine cosmic thought, and universe primacy, love flowing throughout the universe. We love you in return. Supreme Being, Universal Mother, manifesting deity on sub-infinite levels of universe reality, Divine Goddess, and universal oversoul of all finite and evolving material creation. For this and all abundant blessings flowing from your love, we thank you.
Divine Goddess Supreme, Mother of the finite scheme, Harbinger of paradise dreams, we love you, and we thank you. Divine Goddess Supreme, Mother of the finite scheme, Harbinger of paradise dreams, we love you, and we thank you. Teach us to love one another, Universal Mother. Maitreya, 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 Maitreya.